I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just checking in, see what you guys got going on for 2025. I think I'm gonna hit 2025 pretty hard myself. Try to get some things in order. Not really in order. I kind of been spending like the last 3 to 4 months kind of getting things in order on like the back end of my office between the businesses. Man, I didn't know I was so like far behind. I didn't think it was gonna take as long as it took for me to kind of get like the back office in order. So now I feel like I got the back office in order. Now I feel like I want to go outside and get everything on the outside order. You know what I mean? Like I just want to feel like I want to do some things different this year with all my businesses, eBay, trucking, my properties, like all of that. I really want to be do a whole lot more. One, just recording more. A lot of my yard sales I've been going to, or my estate sales, or wherever I might pick up inventory from. A lot of times I don't even record the content. I'm gonna try to start, recording a lot of the content just so you guys can just see like the process I go through, finding listings, and stuff like that, things to sell or whatever you want to call it. But I noticed like my sales has like went down a lot with my eBay, primarily because I haven't been listening. Like I list here and there when I get around to it, being too busy to make time for it and stuff like that. And eBay is 100% an algorithm thing. Like if you don't list, you don't make sales. It's a weird thing. It's not weird. I guess they just want you to continue to list and be like active in the business. So you gotta list. There's really no getting around it. You gotta list. And I started listing probably a couple of weeks ago, like heavy, like every day, every other day, something like that. And I noticed that my sales started picking up again. I mean, I know that the sales come from listing, but a lot of times it's hard to like make time for it. So I'm trying to be a whole lot more proactive this year, doing my listings and stuff like that. So that's like the biggest thing I want to focus with on eBay, and just keeping my inventory in order. Like after I get my whatever I'm trying to resell, I'm actually gonna like get it listed right away, and then put it in the warehouse in order and stuff like that. So that's like the primary thing I want to do with eBay. Trucking, I've been like super blessed. Allah blessed me to get like a route, like an everyday route. So it took me off the low board for a little while, and like I said, it gave me like a consistent income, whereas though I didn't have to like fish for work every day. So that's what gave me the time I needed to get my back office in order. So I was definitely super blessed with that. I hope that continue on. It's been like months now, so I hope it continue on throughout the year. But with that, I have the room to add some of the medical runs I would do sometimes, or some of the low board stuff. I can like mix it up. I can have a route and then do some of the medical runs or the low board in my day. So my route is about it's once a day. It picks up at BWI Airport in Baltimore, Maryland, and then it goes to York, Pennsylvania. So it take me like 2.5 hours, depending on traffic, to do the route. So it gives me like all day and it's like normally about like 4 or 5 o'clock. Sometimes it come in at like 1. The flight might land come in like once. 1 o'clock, I'm sorry, like 1 p.m. sometimes. So at the latest, I don't want to say the latest because it can vary. Some days it might come in late. It all depends. But sometimes they'll put it on like a connection flight, and when they put on a connection flight, it take a little longer to come in. So, and that's like Tuesday through Saturday, I think it is. Tuesday through Saturday. So that's keeping me busy like for a couple hours a day dealing with that. But it gave me like plenty of time to go to my rental properties. I had a couple rehabs that I was doing to get them fixed up, drop supplies off or whatever needed to be done. It gave me plenty of time to do that without me having to spend the whole day like looking for work on the load board. So I was truly blessed with that. So only thing with trucking, like I said, I'm looking to do is just add a little bit more work to it, to the trucking, so I can have you know, more income coming in. I can probably like easily double my monthly take if I just do a little bit more medical routes or the load board, picking up the load on the load board like once a day. So that's pretty much all I want to do with trucking as of now for the first quarter at least. And then my rental properties, with that I just need to get like consistent tenants so my turnover ratios are like a lot lower. And I don't want to say I like have a lot of turnovers, but I guess, you know, somebody probably can never stay there long enough. You know, you want them there like forever, and it just kind of don't work like that. So I want them to be there you know, a lot longer, or at least if they leave, like to not damage the properties much. But you know, I can't control that. I'll be trying to control it, but you can't control that. I'm definitely doing my best to like screen my tenants a lot more. I'm doing a lot to verify. Hold on one second, I'm trying to get a little bit. I didn't mean to hit that. Back, get cash. I'm doing a lot to make sure the tenants have good work history, you know, and stuff like that. Just better to keep the turnover ratios down. So let's see how that goes this year. So that's like one of the main things I want to do. Just staying up on top of my why is it doing that? On top of my turnover ratio. And you know, with the tenants also, we've been doing a lot more like you know, holiday like cards and stuff like that. Like this year we gave out turkeys to the tenants and stuff like that. Just been a little bit more interactive with our tenants, and you know, sending them emails about when the office is closed, when the office is open. Just being more communicative with the tenants and stuff like that. So it's like one of the main things. I actually think this year probably gonna be like my first year jumping into like flipping. I've always done rental properties. I've like kept my properties for like the long haul, but I think this year after I get a few things in order, I'm gonna go with probably my first flip. I think I'm gonna try to do my first flip towards the third, no later than the fourth quarter of this year. So we'll see how that go. So that's just like some of the things I'm looking to do. Oh man, what you doing, God? Please turn that car. What are you doing? Yeah, that was real illegal, sir. So that's just some of the things I'm looking to do. Just some small things off the top of my head that I'm looking to do with the businesses. So right now I'm about to go my landscape, but he always do like the salt and the snow for the properties. So I'm about to go see him. He had to salt the properties last year. Not last year, a couple of days ago. It was really icy out. So he went and put salt on all the properties for me. So I have to go pay him for his wonderful services. I want to know how you guys do. Like, if you're a landlord out there, do you rely on your tenants to do like the salting or remove the snow or something like that? Like, the tenants are definitely supposed to do it. Like, is in their lease, they definitely are supposed to do it. Sometimes I don't trust the tenant to do it, and I definitely don't want to get like sued, somebody trying to slip and fall, or you know, something of that nature. So just want to be on the safe side. So my landscaper, he lives in the neighborhood, so he'll just run and take care of it real quick. So it kind of works out. So, you know, just take it step by step like that. So Also this year I want to like be a little bit more like tighten up on like my finances, just getting some things in order, pay down some debt. It's important to me to like pay down some debt. I don't really have a lot of debt. You know, most of my rental properties are paid off, but still debt. I just want all my debt gone. I think it's gonna be a tough journey, you know, because even like we all like it's like it still can be like hard sometimes. Like stuff will still come up out of nowhere and catch you off guard, or like tenants don't pay rent. You know, we relying on that as like income. Imagine like you're going to work and your boss don't pay you for months. You know, you got several properties where you're not collecting any rent for like 3-4 months at a time. Like you feel that, you know. So sometimes I definitely feel it. I definitely feel it, you know. And a lot of times people think like as a landlord, like you don't be like going through things. Like everybody think like landlords got all this money and like all this stuff. Like, but that's just not the case. It's like a case by case basis, you know. So we all might be going through it, just like different, you know, wherever you meet, your stage in life that you in, like whatever stage I'm at, you know, whatever level you on or whatever the case may be, you go through it. I go through it on my level. I got people that's like on higher levels than me. They going through it on their level. You know, they wish they had my small problems. I wish I had somebody else smaller problems. But you know, whatever level you on, we all going through it. It was a rough year for everybody. I don't care what's on social media, what it looked like when you post, or what people may think of you. Like, I don't know too many people that didn't go through it. Almost everybody I know went through it one way or another. And like I say, I'm talking about people that I know with like tons of money. They went through it. Like I say, they just went through it on their level. You know, I might got a problem that's a couple thousand. They might got a problem that's double-digit thousands. So it's just, they still going through it, like one way or another. So, you know what I mean? Like, it was a rough year for everybody. So hopefully this year is a lot better for everybody. I'm definitely praying that it's a better year for myself, my family, and my friends, and, you know, everybody around me. Because, you know, it was a shaky year. It definitely was a shaky year. And I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate to that. Because, you know, a lot of times I think we spend up too much time like focusing on like social media, and we'll look and see like other people like posting this and posting that, and they looking all good, and you be like, dang, like what they doing and I ain't doing. But you only seeing the highlights. Just think what a lot of times, you know, you might post, it might be just your highlight, but it don't mean like everything like pieces and cream with you. Like it just don't work like that, you know. So a lot of us might be going through it, you know, whatever it is that we're going through. So I mean, like I say, hopefully this year get a lot better, because like I say, last year it was a rough one. It was a shaky year, you know. And like I say, we all going through it. Just the highlights don't mean nothing. You look good on social media, but that don't really mean like that's what it is at the end of the day. You know, a lot of times we post, you know, what people want us to see, and a lot of times we let social media trick us, or social media's like get us down. Like even me, like when I'm going through my stuff, I disconnect from social media. I'll just like be off of social media for like a very long time, and then I pop back up here and there. But like I say, a lot of times social media make you feel like a certain kind of way about yourself, because you know you'll be like, well, damn, I got all this motion going on, but I don't look like I'm moving how that person moving. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's like the worst way to do it. But it's difficult because we all human. We all like deal with a lot of the same emotions, and you know, you visually see something, you just like jump to conclusions and stuff like that. But you know, that's not always like the best way to see things, because like I say, like just because one person like have this, that, and the third, or you might see them driving a certain car, or you might know they own this or doing that, But you don't really know what's going on behind closed doors, you know? Like, you just don't know. Like, I know people, the 6-figure people, they making 6 figures, and they paycheck to paycheck. They, like, trying to figure out, like, putting gas in their car and stuff like that. And they 6 figures, like, mid 6 figures, like, and it's like, you be like, wow, but you just don't know. Like, you don't know all they things that they have going on and stuff like that, you know. And they say more money, more problems. More money you make, typically you spend it. You spend more money, you know what I mean? So it's not like, it just don't be what it look like. It just doesn't be what it look like. So, you know, hopefully 2025 we can all buckle down and get focused on some things that we want to get focused on, because it's going to take some discipline. You know, growth is about discipline, and if it's worth having it, you know, you got to put in the work to get it. You know what I mean? Like, nobody don't just give us things. You got to work for it. You got to put in work for it. And it ain't easy. But, you know, they say if it's worth having, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to go put in work for it, because if it's easy, what they say, everybody would have it, or everybody would do it. You know what I mean? Like, anything with value, it's hard to get. That's what make it valuable. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly what make it valuable. It's hard to get. You know, you see everybody with it, you don't want it typically. We want exclusive things. We want things that, like, nobody don't have, because it seems valuable. That's what make it valuable, because nobody don't have it but you, right? It's like, well, dang, like, I'm the only one to have this for. You know what I mean? It just it makes it valuable. It's a relationship or whatever it is. A lot of times people be like asking about like a long-term relationship. You know, like, oh, you've been married for so long. Like, you know, I want to be in that situation. I want to be married long too. I want to have a long-term relationship or whatever the case may be. But there's a lot that come along with a long-term relationship. It's a lot. And it's like, do you really want it? Do you really want it? You could be in a long-term relationship, but you left it. You rolled out that, you left that relationship because it got hard. Because it's going to be difficult. But, you know somebody been married 30, 40, 50 years, your grandparents, your aunts, or whatever the case may be. Ask them what that was like, what they went through. They're going to tell you it was hard. It ain't easy getting that many years. I've been married a long time, and it wasn't easy. It's still challenging sometimes. So just know, like, if it's worth having, you gonna have to work for it. You have to put in work for it. So that's just how it goes. But yeah, I'm just kind of rambling, you know, checking in. So, you know, let me know what y'all got going on. Like I say, for 2025, you know, hopefully it's a prosperous year for you guys. And, you know, and if you like the videos, man, you know, subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, you know, let me know other content you guys might want, regardless of what business it is or whatever the case may be. Oh, that's one more thing I forgot to talk about, like the food. I'm gonna start like tasting more food. Me and my son probably gonna be giving a little more comments about food and stuff like that when we go, because we into like pizza and wings like real heavy. So we always be riding around trying to find or making phone calls. Over there get some good pizza, over there some good wings. Like my son, he really into wings, like hot wings. I'm a pizza guy, so we always be trying to figure out where the best pizza and wing spots at. So we probably gonna be running around trying to find some good wing spots and stuff. So we'll probably record it, put it out, or whatever the case may be. But you know, that's pretty much all we got for 2025. At least the first quarter. Let me say that we'll adjust as the year goes on. You know, I typically plan for the year, but I also plan like quarter by quarter. I'll try playing pretty much for the whole 12 months, and then I'll say, all right, well, the first quarter I want to get this done, and then the second quarter, whatever I had already planned, I might adjust to make it, you know, a little bit more for whatever has happened to the first quarter. So, you know, like I say, hope you guys like the video. Subscribe to the channel, the like button. I'll see you.